girl's ideal woman like?
Oh, it's definitely beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say. I don't have any skin color preferences or any of that.
Long hair,
business.
short hair.
Whatever's fine and sexy works, you know, and that can be anything. So, you know, I just love good hearts, you know, spiritually sophisticated, you know, someone that would be a great mom, you know, someone that knows how to take care of me enough to show me like, wow, man, if like she has kids, I'm going to be jealous that she wasn't my mom. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then has her own life, you know, I'm just part of it. I'm a slice in her whole thing and not the whole thing for her. You know, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens.
And if you thought you met that woman, your ideal, beautiful, good heart, all that stuff, what would that one thing that she could say or do be like the deal breaker? Like, oh no, I thought you would have won, but I Googled you and I read this or something like that. Like, I've been in dates where, you know, I'm sitting here having a conversation with someone and then they proceed to kind of go down the gamut of, you know, third party understanding, you know, not, I'm in front of you and I'm not going to lie or tell you something, whatever. And then it becomes the celebrity thing comes into the date. And that's the deal breaker, where you bring the celebrity into our personal relationship. I don't want to hear about that's what I'm doing to get away from is hopefully you'll be my personal, not my work.
She'll be the person that takes me away from that. And it's not like I'm inundated by it because I like, you know, I read books and I stay away and I block all things that have to do with me because I don't know. I don't like seeing photos of me, and you know, I have issues with all that doing videos, and it's crazy that I do what I do because it's the last thing I want to do is approve pictures or approve videos, and you know, but you know that's the one thing that sort of breaks the deal for me is when you bring the celebrity part into what should be like our thing, you know. But you know, it's not easy for people not to do that. So I don't fault you, but it definitely kind of like makes me go, eh. It's kind of like
red flag.
It's kind of like if a guy's like takes you out and he doesn't open the door for you, and throughout the entire conversation he's just looking at your breasts. It's that. You know what I mean? It's like you're just literally looking at something that's a part of my world and myself, but is not the complete picture of who I am. So. There you have it. I hope that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. So family and kids is something you definitely want in the future, though.
I think I'm ready now. You know, I've been talking about this for a minute, and it's funny because as you have to do other things and you have to sort of like, you know, meet obligations, work obligations, you start to long for it because it's like, oh, it's the thing you're not doing, it's the thing you don't have. But it's definitely something that would I feel bring me more joy than any piece of music I've ever been associated with, is to not only be married, but to have beautiful kids or kids, you know, healthy or otherwise, whatever God brings, you know, but that would be great.
You're not following anyone on Twitter.
Right.
Why is that? I hear it's an interesting reason.
Because I've been so like stalked in the past.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I tell you again, that's why I just stay away from all that, because I like, sometimes someone's love for you can go to the point where it goes over something good.
So if you were following them, then they could DM you or something.
Yeah, there's that. And then also, I mean, I've had people create, you know, 10, 50 profiles literally on one account and literally conversating.
Wow.
And it's almost like I'm talking to the same person, but 10 different profiles. So that kind of stuff makes you kind of upset because it just messes up the game for just everybody, the normal person who just has one profile and really wants to say what's up, you know. So there's that issue with that. And also my friends were being attacked and bothered and stalked as well, like especially in the MySpace days, you know, you kind of want to like add your real friends, and then all of a sudden your friends are being hacked, and somehow someone's got your phone number. And how did they get your phone number? Oh, because they hacked your friend, and your friend had an email with you. And
crazy.
So you got to watch out for stuff like that. But I'm gonna follow some folks. I'll probably follow more like organizations like CNN and WGCI and you know, things like that. Because then you know, but you never really know until you do the show, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's a real person. I saw your face on Twitter.
Gotcha.
But there's times when it's not that, and I think people know.
Okay. Well, I do Loni's last 10. So in one word, just answer these questions for me. One thing you do well besides sing.
Worry.
Dang, that's not a good thing.
Nah, but it's the truth.
One thing you wish you were better at.
I wish I had more discipline, more concentration. Because sometimes, as you know, as Geminis, we can sort of scatter away into other thoughts while talking to folks, So sometimes that I can have so much going on in my mind.
One thing you must do before you go to sleep.
Can I even answer that on the air?
Wow.
I'm sure you can understand.
One thing you do as soon as you wake up. Same thing?
Same thing, kind of.
One thing you haven't done that you want to try?
Bungee jumping. Because I've already jumped out of a plane in tandem. I've already skydived in tandem.
Okay, one thing you're afraid of.
I'm more afraid of the lack of compassion that I see in the world sometimes. I think people don't realize that words and intentions, have real effects and come with grave consequences. So, we all are the same. As different as we think we are all the same. So that's what I guess that's what I'm afraid of, is that we don't really see what brings us and unifies us as people.
One thing you never leave home without.
My ultimate check: wallet, phone, keys. Those are the three things that I think I have.
The necessities.
But I think the main thing is just like a silent prayer for not only myself, but for the causes and the things that I hope will find some resolution.